Hi everyone, welcome back to Website Builder Expert. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my Wix Harmony tutorial, showing you how to create a professional website that looks something like this from scratch. Now, if you've ever found a traditional website builder to be confusing or time consuming, Wix Harmony could be the answer for you. It includes an AI chatbot that you might find on a platform like Base44 or Lovable, but you also get a drag and drop editor for manual changes, and you don't have to deal with frustrating credit limits. Now, before we get into the video, I'm not trying to sell you anything. Once you commit to Wix Harmony, you can't switch back to the classic editor, so it's really important to find the right one for your project. If you do want to follow along for free, I've included a sign up link in the description below. If you click the link in the description, or if you simply Google Wix Harmony, you'll be taken to this landing page where you can start prompting straight away and create your website. But if you've already got a Wix account, you can head into your Wix dashboard, click Create New Site and select Use Wix Harmony. And this option will take you through to an AI-style chatbot where you can answer some questions about your site and a site profile will be created, and that will look something like this. And that's a really handy way to just ensure that everything you need is included in your site from the offset. So for this video, I'm going to be using the standard Wix Harmony landing page. Your first prompt should always define the general vibe of your website as well as its core functions. In my experience, the more detailed your first prompt, the better the outcome. So I'm going to be using this prompt. Build an engaging online store for the daily grind coffee shop that showcases our expertly crafted coffee products, educates visitors about our unique roasting process, and facilitates easy coffee subscription setups, all presented in a bold, fresh, and exciting style. Now, if you're not too sure about prompting, I recommend checking out our AI prompting guide, but I wouldn't worry too much because Wix Harmony has this handy Refine My Prompt button, which helps you create a more detailed description if you're struggling. Now, once you select Generate My Site, Aria starts working her magic. You can see that an AI chatbot pops up on the side here that starts off with your first prompt, and then you get a description of Aria and you can see your site being planned. Now, the slightly annoying thing about this is that Wix Harmony will not let you leave the tab while it's creating your site. I actually learnt this the hard way by leaving the tab when I tried to film this before and came back to an error message. So I would really recommend staying on the tab and just waiting for it to do its thing. So after 4 minutes of waiting, we are into the Wix Harmony editor and we have our first draft of the Daily Grind website. And my first thoughts after having a quick look around are really positive. We've got a bold and exciting design like we asked for, and there's a lot of relevant images that have been added, like here, as you can see throughout. It's just a really nice starting point. There are a few things that I would change. For example, this is a subscription section on the homepage, and it just has an absolutely huge image and a tiny CTA. But there are also a few larger inconsistencies. For example, we've got a plans and pricing page with 3 pricing plans that we don't offer. So it's really important to check over anything that AI generates, because there will be mistakes. No one knows your brand like you. Before we make any changes to the site, I just thought I'd give you a quick rundown of the interface. So starting at the top here, we've got our navigation bar. If you click the Wix icon, you'll have all your quick actions. So you can preview or publish your site, head to your dashboard, see your marketing tools. Then if you click your brand name here, the Daily Grind, I'll have a site overview tab so I can see all of the key elements of my site, SEO, my brand, accessibility. Then if you've got an e-commerce site like I do, you'll have a My Business tab next to that. Now here you've got a really beginner-friendly setup process. You can also access your products, manage your products, categories, orders, shipping settings. And then we've got a brand tab where you can look at your brand kit and tweak the colors, text, buttons, boxes, lines. And there's also 22 pre-made brand kits to choose from as well. So next we have the action bar, and this appears just here at the top, and it adapts to show you the tools that are right for the element that you're working on. For example, if I click on the menu here, I can explore different designs or change the format. But if I click on the logo, you can see I have access to customization tools, and I can access the logo maker straight away. Now, if you've ever used the classic Wix Editor, you know how much of a game changer this is. A lot of tools like the logo maker and different settings were hidden away in the back end, and they could be really awkward to find. We've also got an add button at the top here where we've got lots of cool elements to choose from to bring your site to life. So you've got text, images, buttons, apps, all sorts. One cool thing to highlight is the branded elements, and these adapt to fit your current theme. I'll be talking about these in a little bit more detail at a later point in the video. You've also got options to select your sections and pages here, and these both work quite similarly. So you've got different templates to choose from for each. You can also start from a blank section, or you can generate with AI. You can also click this drop down at the top here to move around your site and view all the different pages that have been created. And finally, we've got the Aria chatbot on the right hand side of the screen here. Now you can ask Aria absolutely anything and general questions about your website, or if you select a specific element, you can see it tagged below. And for certain elements like text, you can get tailored prompt suggestions here. Now let's get into exactly what Aria can do. Aria can help you design and customize your site, generate and edit content, add business apps, update your settings, and just offer general advice. I'm going to use a few prompts to show you exactly how to use Wix Harmony and Aria. So firstly, I'd like to change the color scheme to a more rustic vibe. So that's exactly what I'm going to ask Aria. So you can see that Aria is loading here and thinking about changing the color scheme. At the moment, we've got really bright colors, quite a bright background as well, and yellows. So let's see what it comes up with. So you can see that the colours have just been dulled down slightly, and I really like the effect that this has. Let's see it down here. Yeah, so we've changed the yellow as well to a more muted brown. And yeah, I'm really happy with this, so I'm going to keep this. Now I would also like to ask it to regenerate the images to match the new theme. So Aria is now just changing the images. You can see this haze has come over the screen. We'll see what it does here. These images are much more rustic and traditional. I am a real big fan of these so far. Let's see what we've got further down. Yeah, overall I'm really happy with these images, and I think they match the new colour scheme a lot better. I also want to ask Aria to regenerate this subscription section, as I think it takes up a lot of space and it could be more informative. So I'm going to select the section here so it is tagged, and I'm going to ask it to regenerate this section to showcase weekly, bi-weekly and monthly subscription plans. So hopefully we can get a couple of subscription plans side by side so that people can really see what they're signing up for. When you're regenerating sections or making big changes, you will also be told not to leave the tab like you were in the very first prompt. And also these sections do take a little bit longer than simple colour changes and things like that. So this can be a little bit frustrating, but let's see what is designed. So the subscription section has now been created. As you can see, it's a lot more compact. There's the 3 subscriptions that I asked for, and you've got 3 CTAs. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this section. It's a lot more informative than it was before, and it really encourages people to look into the subscriptions and add them to their basket. I've just head over to one of the product pages to see if we can make any improvements here. So I really like the images that we've got and all the different variants that we can select, but we do also offer subscriptions, and I'd really like them to show up here. So I'm going to have to add them into my product pages. You can actually go straight into your products and manage them through this Manage Products button here, and that will take you straight through to your dashboard where you can see everything that you sell. And I would like to add subscriptions to the Morning Blend, the Bold Dark Roast and the Single Origin Ethiopia. I've just gone away and added 3 subscriptions to my product, and I've come back into the editor, and as you can see, these have automatically been added onto my product page. This is great, but I would also like a little bit more information on the different subscriptions that we offer. So I'm going to ask Aria to add a new section to this page. I'm going to ask it to generate an informational subscription options section for this page. Okay, so we've now generated the new section, which is the subscriptions options section underneath here, and that shows the 3 options. You know, if there's anything I wanted to add or reformat, instead of asking Aria, I could easily go in and change this myself. So I could realign the text or go straight in and edit it myself. One annoying thing to note is that Wix Harmony only includes one editable product page that covers all your products. So the only part of the page that actually adapts is this section here, which is your product section. It's quite frustrating as I don't offer subscriptions on all my products, and this subscription options section will be on all of my product pages. I can also imagine if you have product specific FAQs, this would not work because those FAQs will come up under every single product. I've just head over to the product category page to show you a few more changes that we can make using Aria before we wrap up this section. So I really like how this page looks. I think it looks really clean, but I would like to add a few more buttons to enhance the user experience. First of all, I'm going to ask it to add a quick add button that appears at the bottom of each product card when a user hovers over it. Aria has now added the quick add buttons, and before we test those in the preview, I'm just going to quickly ask my second request, which is to add a heart icon in the bottom right corner of each product so that users can favorite products. Now let's see what Aria does with this. Aria has now also added the favorite icon, but as you can see, this is not exactly what I was after. I wanted a heart instead, and it's given me a sort of brown circle. So I'm just simply going to say this to Aria, change the favorite button to a heart icon. Aria has come back now and reloaded the icons, and as you can see, they are perfect hearts now. But the real test is to actually go into the preview and try both of these buttons. If you can remember as well, we added a quick add button that only appears when users hover over, and we won't be able to see that in the editing section. So I'm going to click preview up here. And as you can see, the add to cart button is perfect. It's exactly what I was after. Now let's test out the heart button as well. Yeah, that seems to be working perfectly. So I am going to go back into edit site. Aria has asked us to confirm that it looks good, so I'm going to do that. And Aria has also suggested further improvements that we can make. So it's asked to tweak the hover state to make it pop more, or add a favorite page where customers can view all the saved products. So now I've shown you the basics. Here are some tips that you can use to streamline your experience using the Wix Harmony editor. Firstly, when you're adding lines, buttons, boxes, or anything like that, I would always recommend considering the branded options first. These appear here. This is because these are connected to your brand kit, and they will adapt across your whole site when you make any changes. And not only do they give your site a really cohesive feel, but they also save you a lot of time going through and manually changing everything whenever you make any theme changes. So for instance, you can see here, if I go to my brand kit and was to make a drastic change to my kit, you can see that the buttons automatically adapt. And that is across all of my site. My next tip is to always check the mobile editing preview, and that can be found in the top right corner of any page here. So Wix Harmony automatically adapts your design to fit onto mobile, but that isn't always perfect. So it's always worth checking through. And if you notice any issues, you can actually make changes right from the editor without affecting the desktop version. So it's definitely worth trying out. Finally, I recommend having a play around with Wix Harmony's custom element generator, which you can find in the Add Element section, and click Generate Element. Now, this tool can be slightly glitchy, but it can help you create really unique user experiences across your site. For instance, I've used it before to create a simple music player to add to my homepage. If you're struggling to choose between Wix Editor versus Wix Harmony, here's my advice. If you're creating a landing page or a simple multi-page website for your e-commerce store or local business, I recommend using Wix Harmony. It can save you a lot of time. But crucially, Wix Harmony doesn't have a native CMS, which is essentially a spreadsheet where you can share your data, images, and other media. And this means that you can only really create static pages and elements that need to be updated in the front end. With the CMS of the classic Wix editor, instead of creating 50 different pages for 50 different real estate listings or car inventories, you'd simply have to input the key information into the CMS, and the CMS would build out all of those 50 pages for you using dynamic templates. While this won't be a problem for simple informational sites, I highly recommend sticking to the classic Wix editor if you use custom portfolios or expect rapid website growth. Thank you for watching this Wix Harmony tutorial. If you found the video helpful, please give us a like and subscribe to Website Builder Expert for more small business advice. If you have any questions about how to use Wix Harmony, leave a comment and I'll do my best to answer.